Hey everyone, John Cora here, Marketing Director for McClinton Chevrolet. We have something special on the lot now. That's our very first 2023 Chevy Blazer. Why is it special? Well, for the first time since 2019, this vehicle has been refreshed. You can see the new front fascia there. And today we're going to take a quick walk around and show you some of the other changes on this vehicle and explain why it's the one that you need to take home today. So let's get started. All right, let's start with some of the basic details. This is a 2LT Blazer with the blue glow metallic. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first year for this color, and full disclosure, it looks hot on the Blazer. Also, you're going to notice that these rims are new for 2023. This is the first year that those alloys have been available on the Blazer. This one is a 2.0 liter turbo, which, you know what, something a little different today. We're going to take this out on a little drive because it's cold. I'm not wearing a jacket for some reason, and the heated seats are going to feel really nice. But here is the new front fascia. If you notice, this is doing that new design language that almost every crossover is doing right now. So up there is your driving light and your turn signal. Down there is your actual headlight. Subtle changes for the Blazer for this year. GM will often do that in a mid-cycle refresh. You're not going to see anything dramatic, but I like what they've done with this. And I'm not big on chrome, but I actually like how that chrome strip accents the front end. Once again, this is a 2LT. We're not seeing a moonroof up there. 5 seating for 5 in this vehicle. Not mistaken, the back end has been slightly refreshed too. I believe there's new tail lamps / brake lights. Nothing major there also. A lot of people probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference if they just saw this out on the street. But once again, subtle changes. Let's take a look at this cargo bay, and you also see the black emblems there. Even though this is an LT, you do have the power opening hatch. So it's a 2-row, and of course the middle or the back row is folded. But I don't know, I mean, a lot of people want 3 rows these days. I don't need a 3-row myself, and I love all the cargo space in this one. Lots of room for luggage, for groceries, for all your baggage. And let's take a look here. Of course, you do have the pass key system. This is a 2LT cloth. There's a look here at the back seat. I have the seat all the way back because I'm 6'4". Obviously, you have power windows. What's the MSRP on this one right now? $41,170. We haven't had a whole lot of Blazers lately. Take a look at those tires, 235, 65, 18s, Continentals. They actually look like decent tires on this vehicle. Let's take a look inside. Okay, here's a look at the instrument panel there, the gauge cluster, if you will. With this being an LT, you do have the analog gauges there on the sides. And then in the middle, you have your little screen. There is your infotainment screen, which if I'm not mistaken, has also been increased for the refresh. Obviously, you have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all that fun stuff. There is your engine start stop. There is where you can disable the automatic, what is that? There you can see where you can actually disable the auto start. Down there are your HVAC controls. You'll notice again that the styling is carried over with this Camaro inspired vent. which is how you adjust the temperature up and down. I'm always a big fan of that. Once again, with this being an LT, or sorry, 2LT, you do have heated seats. No ventilated seats, no heated steering wheel. Over here, you can see your your cruise control settings, forward collision mitigation. Over there is the controls for your phone. Of course, with this being a Chevrolet, you have on the back of the steering wheel all of your audio controls. One thing that I like that's carried over is the gear selector. You're not having like a rotary dial or push button. Personally, I like the feel of a traditional shifter. I do know that, of course, those new fancy ones, you get more room for other stuff in the console, but I don't know about you, but I personally like the feel of a traditional gear selector. There's your cup holders, drive mode selector, which is fun. Oh, you got like a little all-wheel drive mode, a two-wheel drive mode, sport setting. So that's cool. Ooh, there's even an off-road mode. Fun. One thing that's kind of unique here on the Blazer is the glove box button. Instead of having like a little handle down there, you just push this. And there's your glove box with your car dossier. It's actually a good sized glove box. And one thing I also like, and I'll be honest with you, I don't know if this is new for 2023, but I love that contrast there on the door. That's really making the door pop quite a bit. Let's take a look down here at the console. Plenty of storage there. And here's a quick look around. Once again, good mid-size SUV. Competes with like the Ford Edge, the Toyota Venza, the Honda Passport. Oh, and it has an electronic parking brake too, so that's that over there. All right, who wants to take this for a quick drive and see how that turbo feels? Okay, so here we are driving the 2023 Blazer. This one has the 2-liter turbocharger in it. Ooh, yes it does. It's quick. I prefer this engine over the 3.6-liter V6. Less overall horsepower, but you can't beat a turbo. It's also fun to note that the 2.4-liter four-cylinder, the naturally aspirated one, was discontinued for the new model year, so this one's really the one I would prefer. This is technically the base model engine, and we are going to go ahead and turn here. We have it in sport mode, and I'm going to wait for that RAV4 to get ahead a little bit and just see how it feels. Yeah, you can't beat that. When the turbo kicks in, oh my. Yes, this is the engine to get. I've driven the turbo before. I highly recommend it. You can't beat that forced induction. It's awesome. Plus, it's more fuel efficient than the 3.6-liter V6. The only reason why I might recommend the V6 over this engine is that if you're going to do any type of towing, it is rated to tow more because it is more displacement and all that fun stuff. But really, you cannot beat the power of this turbocharged engine. A lot of people are hesitant with a 4-cylinder on a vehicle this size, but I'm going to tell you to do what everyone else I tell to do with this. Just come take it for a drive. I'll be the first to admit that I was somewhat skeptical, but then I actually got in this vehicle, and I'll be honest with you, I do have it in sport mode right now, but wow, that acceleration is awesome, especially if you're not used to driving a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. So it's quick, it's efficient, and it's a little bit cheaper too than the V6. All right, everyone, I am back from my little drive, and I want to point out how spacious this vehicle is for a tall person. I am 6'4" and I have a weird torso and a weird body as overall, but check out all the space I have above my head here, and the seat's not all the way back in the tracks. I would say I have maybe 2.5 inches left. I could wear like a big dumb hat and have plenty of clearance. And like, honestly, I feel like I should have the seat raised a little bit. But wow, this vehicle is very accommodating for someone who is tall and handsome like me. So if you're a tall individual who's having trouble with interior space especially, check out the Blazer. It's not gigantic like a Tahoe or a Suburban. You're not going to be cramped. And like, leg room is awesome for me in this vehicle. My legs are not resting up against the center console. So really a nice benefit here on the Blazer is the interior space. And I am not sitting in the back seat, but even the back seat is pretty spacious too. So definitely consider this vehicle if you're like me and you find it difficult to sit in most vehicles. All right, so that was my quick drive and review of the 2023 Blazer with the refresh front end. If you want to come by and take a look at it, don't hesitate. We're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6:30. Saturday 9 to 5, closed on Sunday, of course. Give us a call, 304-422-6501. Ask me or anyone who answers about the McClinton Million. That's our 10-year million-mile powertrain warranty. We also offer guaranteed credit approval. Talk to us about dot track theft deterrent, all those fun features. And let us know what you think. Comment below. I love responding to those. And check us out online, mcclintonchevy.com.